How's it going, everyone? Zabby here, and welcome back to the Complete Beginner's Guide here in Fishing Planet. In today's episode, we're going to be heading to Quanchkin Lake and catching every single type of fish here. The Heavy Chaser 300 Sport, you can get this in the Sport bottom pack. We're going to have number 8 hooks on there to start to go after the panfish. We're also going to be bringing our Nero 330 rod here, and then also our Thora 290 setup. This is going to be our go-to spinning setup now. The key here is our frog popper. Make sure you bring one of these. There's lots of weeds here. It's going to be a real pain to lure fish here if you don't have one of these. For hook sizes, I'm going to be bringing number 1, number 8, 1/0, 3/0, 4/0, and 7/0. For bait, I'm going to be bringing crawfish. We're going to be using these to go after the Alligator Gar. You're going to need titanium leaders on your setup here, guys. If you're going to be going after things with teeth here, like the Alligator Gar, you're going to need the titanium leader. We're also going to be bringing some duck muscle meat, large cut bait, medium cut bait, shiners, shrimp, small minnows, spawn sack, marshmallows, semolina balls, leeches, mayflies, bull cricket larvae, night crawlers, and red worms. Come on over to the Pelican Hut, guys. We're just going to spawn in and just throw our lines in the water right here. We got red worms on. We got number 8 hooks. Sorry for the goblin or whatever that thing is. Those things are starting to get really annoying. I wish they would turn that sound off. There we go. We pulled a white crappie out already. Grabbed a bluegill as well. I'm over at the tobacco spawn and I just grabbed the golden shiner right here. So you just spawn in right there and I just walked up here through my rods on both sides. Got another fish on here. See what we got. Another bluegill. I'm still just using red worms and the number 8 hook. Probably going to swap over to some different hook sizes and baits here in a second. Now, I didn't bring any with me, but you can get some blood in the shop. I used it and got the red ear sunfish, so go ahead and give that a shot if you're having some trouble. I'm sure you could grab it with just regular worms and stuff. I just figured I had some extra money. It's not a big deal. It's only like 600 bucks or something. Come on down to Upside Down and walk down to the right here. This is where we're going to fish for these last couple panfish. Throw on number 1 hook and some leeches. We're going with a short leader length. It doesn't have to be anything specific. Just go with a pretty short leader length and you'll be all right. We're just going to cast into that hole right there. Anywhere in this area, honestly, will do pretty good. And you should be able to get the black crappie relatively quickly. And there we go. We got the black crappie out of that spot to the right. Grabbed a white bass in the channel here on the number 8 hooks. Still waiting on that warmouth. That's actually what I've been targeting, but I still have not gotten it yet. I'm just waiting on it. It's taking a little bit, but hey, that's what happens. Sometimes you get the RNG, sometimes you don't. Finally got the warmouth, guys. It took forever. Like, it seriously, I split like 2 different days doing it. We got the nice minnows. I'm going to set a marker here after all this stuff pops up on my screen and show you guys the spawn point here. But there's the marker directly in front of where we were standing here. And we are over at Swampy Open Space. You spawn back there and I just walked down to the right here and just grabbed it right there. I was using crickets, number 8 hook. I will throw a disclaimer at the start of the video saying bring crickets because I didn't actually bring any. Come on over to Upside Down. This is where I caught the spotted bass. I'm sure you can get more stuff over here, but the bite's actually pretty slow, so I'm going to swap spots. But I was using shiners and the 3/0 hook, and I just cast it out about 42 meters out there. I'll show the marker on the map. There's definitely more stuff out here, but I'm really not getting any bites over here, so we're going to swap it up. I came on over to the tobacco hut and just was throwing my shiners in the water here, and I got a chained pickerel. I'm just down here at the good old tobacco spot. I just have 1 rod on each side. Let me throw up the marker here. We just need the largemouth bass, the freshwater drum. But there's the marker for the chain pickerel. It's just out right there. We also need to grab the bowfin. Grab the largemouth bass, guys. All you're going to want to do is go on over to the Pelican Hut and just walk in the direction you spawn in. Take this path right here. And this big tree right here is where you're going to catch the largemouth bass. Right where my bobber's set up. Nice and easy to find. Just throw in some shiners or some small minnows or whatever bass bait you want and you should be good to go. Same spot as before, guys. Barbless 3/0 hooks with some shiners and we grab the bowfin. It's not the freshwater drum we're looking for, but we did get the smallmouth buffalo. This spot right here is just by the cabin as well, and it's just this deep hole. I'm using night crawlers and barbless hooks. Barbless 1/0 hooks. It's just this deep hole right out in the middle here. So give that a shot if you're looking for the smallmouth buffalo. We grabbed the freshwater drum. We actually probably have another one on right here. I was using small minnows. Let me bring this. Oh, we lost it. Come on down to Swampy Open Space. This is where I just caught the freshwater drum. I was using 1/0 hooks with small minnows. I'm actually out of them now, but that's what I was using. What you're going to want to do is just cast out to this second deep pool right here. I have a marker set just so I know where it is. But you can catch them out there. That's exactly where I caught mine. There you go, guys. That is the trial part done. We got another part to go. Come on back to the Pelican Hut, guys. Throw on some medium cut bait or some worms, and just come to the deep hole right here on the map. This is where we caught the smallmouth buffalo as well, but it's just that deep hole right there. We got another one on as well. That's an easy place to get the channel catfish. Come on down to swampy open space. This is where we're going to catch the flathead catfish and the blue catfish. So all you're going to want to do is open up your map and take a quick look at this deep area right here. All right, we're in the catfish hole. Barbless 4-aught hooks, large cut bait. We got the flathead catfish. Just need to get the blue catfish. It's gonna recast out there. I'm about 39 meters out, but anywhere in that deep hole there is gonna be perfectly fine. Come on over to the left spot here, guys. That deep hole right there is where we caught the blue catfish. I mean, you can get them at the other spot that I was at earlier, but you can definitely get them over here as well. I caught it right in the middle of that hole there. So just back there, I was using medium cut bait, and you should be good to go. Now we can finally move on to the alligator gar. Come on down to down south. This is where I'm going to catch the alligator gar. Now you can catch them pretty much everywhere here, but I find that I actually have pretty good luck just right here. So I'm just going to cast right here. I'm using crawfish with 4-aught hook size. If you have multiple rods, just cast all over the place. You should be good to go. It took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, but we did get the alligator gar. I actually cast it out towards the tree because I wasn't getting any bites over by the lily pads there. But I will throw up a marker for you guys. There you go, just right out there. That is where I caught it. So now we're done with Quanchkin. We can finally go ahead and leave this place. We do need to come back and get the monsters, and I'm sure there's some mastering stuff we got to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, everyone.